Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and today we're going to make a little wedding favor box. I know a lot of June weddings are coming up, and this is not my original design. Sam from poodles.co.uk made this design first. I just kind of tweaked it and shrunk it a little bit. She made hers a little bit larger, and I will link her channel below. But you're going to start out with a piece of cardstock that is 7 by 5 inches. On the 7-inch side, you're going to score at 1, at 2, at 4, and at 5. Then you'll turn it, just one turn. So you was here, you're going to turn it here, and you're going to score at 1 and at 4. Okay, so you can put your scoreboard aside. That is all you're going to do for right now on the scoring part. Now, on this end right here where you have your 2 score lines right together, see, on this end you don't have any score lines. So on this end right here, you want to take away these 2 little notches right here, these 2 little squares. So just cut those out. And I cut out the whole score line just to make it a little bit easier, but just makes it a little bit easier folding. Okay, once you get that done, then you're going to grab your ruler, wherever my ruler might be, and you're going to do a little bit of scoring, and I'm going to zoom in so we can see this. Remember, don't let me forget to zoom back out. Okay, right here on this center little box, right here, we're going to score from this side right here into where these score lines meet right here. So you're going to put a little diagonal score line right there going toward the center, just like that. So see, this is going to, supposedly this is our center, so we're going to score that going to right there. Then on the other side, you're going to do the same thing, making sure that you get them right. They meet right at that score line. Okay, and then down here on these 2, you're going to do the same thing. So you're going to bring these from this point down toward the center. Just always remember to go toward the center with it. So let's start right here and go up to there. And then on this side, do the same thing. Sorry that my little mat is wiggling. I'm trying to put that down so the lights wouldn't shine on that other mat. And now this one I didn't glue down and it's moving on me. But hopefully my new mat will be here soon. Okay. So that's what we have right there. You see, we've got those, and they all point to the middle right here. Okay, now you can go ahead and fold and burnish all your score lines. And on these side ones, you want to burnish those very, very well. So make them lay down flat. See, we want to make them lay down flat, just like that. Okay, so once you get all of those burnished, then you can go back and just kind of fold in on those score lines. give them a little bit of a fold. Those diagonal ones that you just made, just kind of give them a little bit of a burnish. So I just lay mine over and bring it up to meet that other score line, just like that. And if it doesn't meet, then I try to fix it to where everything does meet up, because that's going to be your nice corners there. And then just go ahead and burnish that. Okay, fold in on this side, do the same thing. I just put my fingernail right there in that, and then I bring that up to meet that other corner. And then I burnish it very, very well. You're going to do the same thing down here, just flip it around and bring that up to meet that score line on the side. Put your finger right there. Bend that up, that score line up that you just made to meet that little line on the side. I'll hold these up in just a second. Let you see. See what we did? There's the score line, the vertical one. We just put our fingernail there and then brought this end up to meet that score line to make our corner. Okay, now what you want to do is round these corners on this little flap right here. And you don't want to round them a lot, so just use like a 1/4 inch rounder. You don't want to round very much. And now you're ready to put your box together. So just bring your box up, leave this part flat, push this, see where those little things right there are? Push this in there. And there you have your no glue little favor box. These are easy and quick to make. You can make a ton of these for a wedding, showers, whatever. Okay, this piece is cut at 7/8 of an inch by 5 inches. You're going to put it in your punch board with this end being at 2.5. Punch it in the middle, flip it over, put it back at 2.5 here, and punch it again. So that's the start of your bow. Go down to the end and put this end right in the center, about right there. See, that's about in the middle of that little hole that's there. So put it in the middle and then punch it, flip it over, and punch it. Turn it around to the other end, punch, flip it over, and punch. So there's the beginning of your bow. Now while we've got this out, we're going to go ahead. I cut this piece, and I think I cut this piece a little bit too long, so we're going to cut it down. This piece should be 3 inches. So this piece should be 7/8 of an inch by 3 inches. So we're going to cut this down. I think I just cut 2 pieces the same size. Let me cut it on my board over here. Okay, so your bottom piece is going to be 7/8 of an inch by 3 inches. And you're going to put that in at 1 1/2. So right there's your 1 1/2 mark. You're going to punch it, flip it over, put it in at 1 1/2, punch it again. And then instead of doing this way on the end, you're going to go in like this. So you're going to put that in and center it. So let's see, we've got that centered just about like that. So just kind of center it, eyeball it. You don't have to be perfect with it. And punch it, flip it over, and do the same thing on the other end. Just like that. So there's the underneath part of your little bow. So we're finished with that. Let's get rid of these little giblets. Okay, now all you need to do is take your bone folder and just go on the back side and just lightly Run your bone folder there with your thumb on the front side. Keep your bone folder at an angle. Don't point it up because you'll make dents in it. Just keep it at an angle. Keep running over it until you break down those fibers. Once you break those fibers down, then flip it around. Do the other end. Don't pull too hard because you'll pull your bow in two. Just keep running over it lightly till you get those fibers broken down. And it's going to look something like that. So we're going to use our art glitter glue. You're going to put a little bit in the middle. And then you're going to press this little piece down to that center mark right there, just like that. So press that down just like that, and then just hold it a second. Then just put another little dot on the top and press this one down and hold it just a second. Okay, so there is your little bow. Isn't that cute? And then all you're going to do now is you're going to glue it right on the top of that. So go to take the bottom of your bow where you put that together and put a little bit of glue on that. Just a tiny bit. And I'm going to put this under there just in case some of that glue squeezes out. And you're just going to center it up right on that, just like that. So see, we've got that like that, centered it up, cute. And now you're just going to take a little tiny piece, and I'm just going to cut a little piece. Just going to take a little piece of paper, that same paper, just cut you a little wedge out, about like that. I'm not going to put it in my cutter to cut that. I'm just going to cut it by hand. Doesn't have to be that long, so we're going to trim it off some. And then just wrap it around. Put a little glue down and wrap that around. Hold it just a second. And there you have your little bow tie. Let me trim this little piece off right here that's sticking out. Flatten that out a little bit because bow ties don't stick up like ladies' bows. So we've got our little bow tie. Here's our little box. And we're going to put that right there. But first we're going to put down a piece of white cardstock on the top. Now you could make these, if you made these for wedding favors, you could make these whatever color the bride is using. Like if she's using, let's say, pink and blue, I don't know. Put blue on the background, pink on the top, something like that. That'd be cute. Okay, so this is going to be 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. So let's cut us a little piece of white paper. Before we decorate the top, on this little pull right here, we want to put a little bit of a pull tab. So let's take our, I'm going to take our tiny little punch. This is like a, I don't know, 1/4 inch or something. And I'm just going to go to the center of that. And I'm just going to put a little moon piece. Did you see that? It flipped up and hit me right in the face. Okay. Then, when you put that back in there, then you've got that little pull tab that lets people know that's where you open it. Okay, so now we have a piece cut. And let's see what this is cut at 1 3/4 by 2 3/4, and we want to put this right on the top right here. So I'm just going to use some of my art glitter glue. And here again, this is where I said you could make this in your bride's colors. Like if she has blue and pink or something like that, put this blue, this pink, and then this blue for the men. And we're going to put this down. I think I'm going to put this down with a pop dot and see if it'll, a couple of pop dots and see if it'll hold. Then maybe I won't have to hold it so long. I think maybe one will hold it. Let's see. If it doesn't stick to my finger first. Okay, so you want to put that right there in the middle. Okay, and now you're ready to put your little buttons on here. So we're going to put 2 buttons, just like that. So there you go. There's your little favor box. Super cute. They're very easy to make. No glue on the box. And when your people get it, just open it up and their goodies are inside. You could leave these laying flat if you didn't put your bow on and make a bunch of them up and then decorate them right at the end. But they're self-interlocking. You just put that inside there, press it together, and it locks itself up. Well, that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And we will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.